Good day, fellow observers. Today we're going to do a get into New York test towards McDonald's. It's gonna be for version 13.2.1. It's a 50-minute drive, 22 miles. Now let me activate FSD. Okay, good. So now we are advancing and FSD is trying to make a lane change.
In 500 feet, take the New Jersey 120 North ramp on the right.
Okay, good.
Now take the New Jersey 120 North ramp on the right.
So I do think this is a different ramp. Okay, so we have a green light here. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, keep left to take Washington Avenue. Now
Okay,
keep
good
left to
merge.
take Washington Avenue.
And good lane change. I would have done it earlier. Okay, good lane change to the passing lane. So we have an alternate route here, and I don't remember FSD going here before. This might be a first time. Now there is a flashing yellow here. Okay, good. Okay, so we have a green light. Okay, now we're crossing a green here. Okay, now we go to the right lane, good. Then cross this green. Okay, so this is gonna be a one-lane road. Okay, now we're crossing greens here. And we are turning right on in 0.4 miles.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Washington Avenue. Now turn right onto Washington Avenue.
Okay, so we turn right here. Okay, good. Okay, so we have gone straight. And we are going to make a left in 0.3 miles. So this is another look of New Jersey neighborhood driving.
In 500 feet, turn left to stay on North Washington Avenue. Now turn left to stay on North Washington Avenue.
Okay, now we make a left here. Good.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Bergen Turnpike. Now turn left onto Bergen Turnpike.
Okay, so we turn left here. Okay, I have to disengage because I don't think it saw the road closed. So now I have disengaged. Now I have re-engaged.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Frederick Street. Now turn right onto Frederick Street.
Okay, now we turn right here.
In 500 feet, turn right onto US Highway 46. Now turn right onto US Highway 46.
Okay, so FSD is giving way for this car. Now we advance. Okay, we should have a window here. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, lane change to the middle lane. Then we head straight. Okay, now we have a green light. Okay, so now we are slowing down here because of traffic. Okay, so we have lane change here, good. There's enough room. Okay, good lane change here. But only 2 lanes are headed for New York, so I think FSD will make a lane change to the next lane on the left soon. see. Will FSD make a lane change? Nope, nope. Okay, good adjustment here. Alright, good. FSD was able to go to this middle lane, and it was able to not make unpredictable movements. So when it saw this SUV passing by on the left, it kind of veered a little bit to the right, and then after it passed, went to this lane. So I think that is smooth. Okay, so this lane actually, what do you call this? Will merge to the right lane. Now if we stay on the right lane, we won't still get lost, so.
In 1,000 feet, take the US 1 North, US 9 North ramp on the left toward George Washington Bridge.
Okay, so I think FSD will...
Now take the US 1 North ramp on the left.
Yeah, on the left, and then... Thing is... Okay, good lane change there.
In 1,000 feet, take the US 1 North, US 9 North ramp on the right.
Good lane change, and shout out to that truck that was very generous. Now, it just went to the left lane, but I think it's gonna go back to the right lane for the lower deck. And let's see if FSD can find a window here. So this is a bit of a challenge because we're slow moving and cars are moving as well on the right lane. So finding a window might take some time. So also I'm observing, right? Like it's not able to find a window, and it's not turning off the left turn signal. Because sometimes it postpones, turns off the signal, and then turns it back on again. So at least here it's kept on until it makes the lane change. So I don't think FSD will have a choice to go here.
Now take the US 1 North ramp on the right.
Go to the lower deck. I think it will have to go straight to the upper deck unless it finds a window. Yeah, no, it can't. Oh, maybe it can. Oh snap, it found a way. Okay, good. So we continue straight here. And let's see where FSD will go. Okay, good. So it's still in the lower deck. Okay, FSD is going here on the left side. Okay, good. Okay, FSD went through this former toll booths and we are now merging with the lane on the left. So given that FSD was able to make lane changes on tight spots, I don't think this will be of any issue with this scenario right now. Okay, so good merge here. Okay, I want to see if FSD can recognize vehicles that have sirens. Okay, I'll have to disengage here. And now I re-engage. Okay, good slowdown here. Not really accelerating fast for this merging SUV. Okay, so now we have a poor GPS accuracy here, and this is expected because we are at a lower deck. Okay, good advance here. FSD is kind of leaning to, veering a bit to the left to adjust for vehicles on the right. And so far FSD is okay. I was about to comment like FSD is gonna stay here on the middle lane, but seems like no. And good lane change here. Shout out to that SUV. Okay, so this is interesting. FSD wants to go back to the left lane. And I'm seeing that pattern, like it goes to one lane, then goes back to the other one. Okay, good. Shout out to that SUV. Now it's making a lane change here, and there was no signal, but I'm not sure if it's because of the poor GPS accuracy. Okay, now my foot is on the brake pedal. And okay, thank you for that. Shout out to that SUV.
Now take exit 14 on the left.
Be following here. Now, as a consequence of poor GPS, it says to turn left to exit 14 on the left, but we are not on exit 14. But you can see here the GPS is not working right.
In 500 feet, take the ramp on the right toward Riverside Drive. In 500 feet, keep left to take Riverside Drive toward New York 9A North, Henry Hudson Parkway. In 500 feet, turn right onto North Washington Avenue.
Okay, good slowdown here, waiting for the SUV.
Now turn right onto North Washington Avenue. In 500 feet, turn left onto Wadsworth Avenue.
Okay, FSD adjusting to that merging SUV.
Now turn left onto Wadsworth Avenue.
Okay, so if we stay here, FSD will get lost. And let's see if FSD can make a lane change to the right lane soon. Yep.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Amsterdam Avenue.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it. We're getting lost. So we're just gonna go straight.
Now turn left onto Amsterdam Avenue.
So good FSD decision not to make a lane change. Now, shout out to that car that gave way. Now we're going to RFK Bridge.
In 1 mile, take exit 17 on the right onto RFK branch toward Interstate 278, Brookville Expressway.
Slow down here. Traffic is moving slower at this point. Okay, now we make a lane change, but I don't think FSD will be able to right now. So it has room. Nice. All right, good acceleration here. Good lane change.
Now take exit 17 on the right. In 500 feet, take the Interstate 278 East exit on the left toward Throgs. Then take the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge ramp on the right.
So FSD accelerated as it makes the lane change passing the truck.
Now take the Interstate 278 East exit on the left.
And that was good. So now we make keep left.
Now
here.
take the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge ramp on the right. In 500 feet, bear right to stay on Interstate 278 East. Now bear right to stay on Interstate 278 East.
Okay, bear right to stay to I-278 East. Okay, good. Now we're just going straight here. Nice. Okay, good. FSD still is able to see some lanes, although they are all cleared out. Okay, so FSD will have to wait for a bit to make this lane change. After this SUV should be good. Okay, good.
In 1 mile, keep right to stay on Interstate 278 East toward New Haven.
Okay, good. Slow down here. Okay. Alright, good. So we found a window. Nice.
Now keep right to stay on Interstate 278 East.
Okay, I'm not sure why was that. FSD kind of jerked to the right. So I disengaged eventually, but the disengagement happened after FSD did the thing. Okay, good. Slow down here for this merging car. And same for this one.
In 1 mile, take exit 54 on the right toward Interstate 295 South, Throgs Neck Bridge.
Okay, good. Lane change to the right lane.
Now take exit 54 on the right. In 500 feet, take exit 54 on the left toward Interstate 295 South, Throgs Neck Bridge. Now take exit 54 on the left. In 1,000 feet, keep left to take Interstate 295 South toward Throgs Neck Bridge. Now keep left to take Interstate 295 South.
Okay, we have a clear path, good lane change. Okay, good slow down here. I think FSD will make a lane change. Okay, good. Okay, good slow down here. Now we are passing through this toll collection, and then we're going over Throgs Neck Bridge.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Interstate 295 South. Now keep left to stay on Interstate 295 South.
Okay, good lane change here. And I think FSD will just pass over several vehicles and then we'll go back because we're exiting in 1.2 miles.
In 1 mile, take exit 5 on the right toward New York 25A, Northern Boulevard.
Oh, actually, it's not going back immediately. Alright, so now we are making the lane change, then to the rightmost lane.
Now take exit 5 on the right. In 500 feet, turn right onto Northern Boulevard.
Okay. Alright, good. We have a window. Nice. Okay, good.
Now turn right onto Northern Boulevard.
Alright, good position here. Going to the right turn lane. Okay, so now we are turning. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, turn right. Then your destination will be on the left.
Okay, good. Adjustment here. Figure it out that it had to move to the lane on the left.
Now turn right.
Okay, now we make a right here. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm disengaging because it's taking some time and it's a bit confused.
Now your destination is on the left.
So let me just park. We're here at McDonald's and let me just park real quick. Okay, so I activated the FSD on the road and it was able to advance and make a lane change, and it was able to find an exit. The thing is, it's the first time that it used that route. I can't remember the street names, but it went over to a different exit and went to a bit on a neighborhood drive, and it's more of a local drive. And from there are no highlights except for it being smoothly able to adjust on lights and lane changes and turns. Now there was this turn though that has a road closed, but FSD was advancing to that and all the other cars are making a left, but FSD still wants to proceed to that closed road, and I think it would eventually stop, maybe. That's maybe. But I disengaged there because I had to make a left instead of straight, and FSD didn't do that right away. After that, I was able to find a highway and went towards George Washington Bridge. Now there was that segment of a drive where it made several lane changes, but the thing is, there's a pattern that I'm seeing right now that it goes to one lane and then goes back right away to the other, and that's actually where it's supposed to be. And it happened several times during the drive, and it was there also that drive towards George Washington that happened, and eventually it was able to scoot in. It was able to find its way towards the lower deck, adjust to other cars. And the behavior that I'm seeing with FSD doing a lane change is that, which is good, is that it turns on the signal and doesn't turn it off even when it doesn't have a space yet. So previous version, FSD kind of like turns on the signal, but then if it doesn't see a window, it turns it off, and then after a second or two turns it back on again, and so on. So here it keeps it on until it finds a window and does it smoothly, which is good, and again doesn't erode driver confidence on FSD's capability to make those lane changes. So I think that's good. And then once we were on the George Washington Bridge, I actually saw the change on one lane and then go back to the other, and it happened there, and at the same time we had a poor GPS issue. I'm not sure, well, so it's not related to GPS issue because those lane change once and then go back again, that kind of behavior, I think it happened even though there's no GPS issue on the local drive on New Jersey side. So scratch that linking to a GPS issue. And so FSD also missed the keep right towards Cross Bronx, but instead went straight and went through RFK Bridge and then to Bruckner Expressway and then towards Throgs Neck Bridge. Now in that segment of the drive, FSD was able to adjust to merging SUVs and FSD trying to go to another lane, but there is this approaching cars and it's able to do that smoothly. Now there's one segment there, one point there though, that FSD kind of veered to the right and slowed down. It was right over a bridge. I'm not sure if it's RFK. I think we passed RFK already, and it suddenly slowed down, veered a bit to the right. I was looking straight, but I didn't see on my mirrors on the side if there anything that was causing it. But yet again, I might have missed it, so I would have to see what FSD saw on the road. So that was a disengagement there, and I drove for a little bit and then re-engage. At the same time, well, after that, it went straight ahead and then went to Throgs Neck, and on Throgs Neck was able to adapt to traffic and made a lane change to the left lane after Throgs Neck, and then went straight ahead and then was able to move to the middle lane, to the right lane, and then to the right turn lane. And so FSD was able to make a right turn to Northern Boulevard, and it was able to find a window. Now the thing is, for McDonald's on the right here, FSD was able to find the entrance, but it wasn't able to make the right turn, and so I just disengaged, and now we are here. So overall, I think it was still on the smoother side. If my comparison is version 12, it's much better with lane changing. Because of that, less erosion of FSD's capability in terms of driver perception. So might have reversed that. So I just feel better when FSD makes lane changes now on tight spots, but in version 12 it was something different. So yeah, now those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.